Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WHIP Sports Radio. As tonight here at the Liacouras Center, we have some women's basketball between your Temple Owls and the Coppin State University Eagles. Pleasure to be alongside Cal Toter this evening, and we have a good one on our hands. And Coppin State sits at 2-10, Temple at 5-5, rolling into this one. But as we mentioned in our pregame, Cal, you cannot sleep on Coppin State because they have had a tough schedule.
Yeah, indeed. Like I said, they have played some big teams like Ohio State, like Penn State, like Tennessee, where they took a really tough loss, like Oklahoma, where they took a tough loss, Missouri State, SMU, all really, really big names, even including Arizona State, all really big names in the college basketball world, in just college in general. So this record of this Coppin State team really doesn't show how bad or good they are. This is going to be a good one, a good competition for the Owls, a good competition for Coppin State to see really what can happen in this game. And Coppin State is going to come out there. They have not won a game on the road yet this season. Temple hasn't lost a game at home. So it'll be a good one to see what both teams can really do in this one to try and get this win.
Yeah, and Temple, they've had a tough go at things. Again, losing one of their stars, Tristan Taylor, on the 30th of November definitely took a hit on the team, but they've done a good job of adjusting without. We've seen a lot more play from Savannah Curry and Drew Alexander in the guard spot, along with Kayla Turner, who's really just been that stagnant star for this Temple squad. Kayla Turner has just continued her dominance this year in 10 games played and 10 games started, 16.6 points, 2.4 assists per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, and as I mentioned, 29 points against VCU.
Yeah, 9 of 13 and 6 of 8 from three-point range. She was just on fire against VCU, really leading this Owls team to a big win at home. And like I said, they have not lost at home. They've played George Mason at home. They've played George Washington at home. They've played LaSalle at home. They've played Drexel at home. So they've played some big teams at home, and they're just able to go out there and get some wins alongside Kayla Turner and Jalissa Molina and Brianna Mead.
So Temple has their work cut out for them this evening here, and most students are on holiday break, so Liacouras Center not as bumping as per usual, but still a pretty active atmosphere here at the Liacouras Center. And we have our starting lineups for tonight's matchup, so we're going to run through them right now. First for the Coppin State Eagles, number 0 at guard, Paris McBride. At number 20 at guard, Aaron Henry. At number 24 at guard, Kyla Morris. The forwards are number 21, Sydney Burris, and then number 25, Shania Gamble. And then for the Temple starting lineup, at guard, number 7, Kayla Turner. At guard, number 10, Savannah Curry. At guard, number 30, Drew Alexander. And then your forwards are the two towers of power down the middle, Jalissa Molina and Sanaya Craig. And they have been so much fun to watch this year.
They really have. They have been really good this year. And, I want to talk about Temple defensively. They forced 17 steals, converting them into 34 points off of turnovers versus VCU. So defensively, they have been amazing, and they have been able to get points off of turnovers. And one thing about this Coppin State team is that they turn the ball over a lot. Almost 27 turnovers a game for this Coppin State team this year. So if Temple is able to force those turnovers and get points off of them, then they'll be good. They'll be good for a win today. But we'll have to see.
And Temple, as we mentioned, you mentioned, generating these turnovers and generating this fast and smart play. And Temple has a plus 3.32 turnover margin, which is first in the AAC, 67th nationally. And I think that really works in their favor. They don't turn the ball over a lot, and they're a team that generates a ton of turnovers, which in a game like this against a team that's going to be scrappy, a team that's played a lot of good opponents, you're going to need those turnovers. You're going to need, the scrappiness on the floor and the smart ball play with the Owls.
Indeed. And this Owls team can force those turnovers, and they are a very scrappy team. They like to get down on the floor. They like to get big rebounds, lots of rebounds. And, you know, they also can shoot the ball. They shot 48% from beyond the arc, its highest mark of the season against VCU. And the second time this year, the Owls have shot 40% from three. Temple attempted 25 three-pointers. It's most in a game since last season against Tulane. So not only does this team be physical, be scrappy, but they can also really shoot the ball and really play well beyond the arc, which is one of the most important things in today's game, in today's basketball in general.
So we're just getting started here at the Liacouras Center. We're going to take a step aside for just a moment. 7 o'clock tip-off between the Temple Owls and the Coppin State Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to WHIP Sports. We're just getting ready for tip-off here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Cal Toder for this evening's action between the Temple Owls and the Coppin State Eagles. And the moral of this story is Temple's going to have to play this turnover defense. They're really just going to have to generate the way they have throughout this entire season. And I think That's really the biggest key to success, Cal, is really just, one, facilitating the ball, and two, facilitating it smartly. Just getting it around, spreading the rock, and not turning the ball over.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're able to spread the rock, you create open shots. And by creating open shots, you get baskets. So that's going to be a really important thing for this Temple team in tonight's game against this Coppin State team.
So Temple wins the Temp, and they're off on the offensive side of the ball. This whole Coppin State coaching staff in their first year, every single one, coach, assistant coach, their head coach is Daryl Mosley, assistant coaches, and their whole recruiting staff. So this is a work in progress for the Eagles, and they're going to get some tough competition to start. Sanaya Craig in the paint now, working, kicks it out. A nice steal there by number 0. That's Paris McBride, and she takes it up here for the Eagles. McBride pulls up with the jumper. No good. Rebound by Molina. So now it's Kayla Turner running this offense for the Temple Owls, missing her partner Tristan Taylor in the past couple of games since the 30th of November. So Temple with a little bit of a different starting 5 throughout the past month. Going up is Sanaya Craig. She gets the foul but can't hit the basket.
Yeah, that was a good job of taking it in there, just being able to get the foul and being aggressive. That's what you want to see from this team, is you gotta be aggressive against this Coppin State team. You gotta score some points and force some turnovers, because that's really where you're gonna score a lot of your points tonight.
And Cal, especially in the middle of the paint, between Molina and Craig, who have been just two star big women for this Temple squad. I mean, Sanaya Craig came in from Jacksonville and is averaging 8 points and 8.5 rebounds, and has just been a star for this Temple team. Has slowed down just a little bit as she misses her second free throw, but Temple gets the rebound. Turner from 3, and that's good! Kayla Turner with her first three-pointer of the night. Great offensive rebound by Molina, and Temple up by 4.
Yeah, like I talked about in the beginning of this game, they shot 40% from the arc against VCU, and right there we're already seeing their first 3 of the game.
But Craig obviously slowing down just a little bit since the start of the season. Still averaging 8 points and 8.5 rebounds, though, so still doing quite a good job. But now the Eagles back on the offensive. Gamble has it at the top of the key. She gives it off to Morris. Morris working with the ball, taken away by Temple. Going the other way is Craig. Craig with the right-hand lay, and she gets it up and in. 6-0, Temple Owls to start.
A phenomenal start, and there's that turnover from Coppin State. And
now going the other way are the Eagles, banking it off the side of the backboard. That looks like it was Aaron Henry, and that one goes out of bounds, so Temple will get possession back.
Yeah, like I was saying, Coppin State turns the ball over a lot, and they just had a turnover, and Temple was able to score. So that's you gotta capitalize off of those turnovers from Coppin State.
Turner was thinking about shooting, has it at the top of the key. She gives it off to Craig. Craig for 3. That one's no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Now trying to advance up. That looked like a great pass from McBride, who was looking to find what looked like Burris. And a nice takeaway there by Kayla Turner. Really just hustle defense to get back and generate another turnover.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to be an easy layup for the Eagles, but no, she flew back there and was just able to get a turnover, yet another turnover early in this first quarter.
So 6-0 Temple Owls lead. Big three-pointer from Kayla Turner to start us off. Craig with the mid-range jumper, that's no good. Fighting for the rebound is McBride and Savannah Curry, and Temple comes up with it. Jaleesa Molina has it. She gives it off to Curry, who finds Turner. Turner getting the offense started here for the Owls. Turner with the left-hand lay, and the and one.
That was a tough lay there by Kayla Turner, and
they switched the call.
Wow.
So no and one. The first, they originally called it a block, but it was turned into a charging foul on Turner. So the basket does not count. 6-0 Temple Owls.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah. So now Paris McBride with the ball. A nice pass looking for what looked like Morris, but that was batted away by a Temple defender, and another turnover. Turner slowing the pace down here for the Owls. Turner using the screen, finds Jaleesa Molina. Molina working her way into the paint. Molina with the left hand gets fouled. And Molina has been such a fun player to watch throughout this season, Cal, and someone who's taken just a huge step just in her junior year. 10 points, 8.3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. had 11 points, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and 10 rebounds, so a double-double against VCU, and just kind of been this star, or one of these stars, and a captain for this Temple squad.
Yeah, she really has, and she has been so much fun to watch. Really aggressive, grabbing rebounds, scoring points. So she has really helped out this Temple squad throughout her first season here, and it's really early into the season, and you can already tell that she is one of the bright spots on this Temple team.
So she misses her first, nails her second, so a 7-point lead here for the Owls. 3-pointer here by the Eagles, that's no good. That was Aaron Henry from beyond the arc. Coppin State yet to make a basket in this one. A nice pass, and the 3-pointer from Alexander is no good. Another rebound by Gamble. Now moving up is McBride. McBride looking towards Morris. Morris juggles it, gets it back to McBride. McBride with an open look. She rips it from 3. That's off iron. Rebound by the Eagles. A nice pass underneath to the newly subbed in Sosa Laura, and she lays it in.
Yeah, senior Sosa Laura with a good rebound and able to score the first 2 points of the game for the Eagles.
Sosa Laura from the Dominican Republic, and a little bit of an offline pass on the Temple set offense where Molina was looking towards Craig, and Craig couldn't get to it, so a turnover from Temple, and now McBride's going to take it up for the Eagles. McBride, guarded here by Turner, gives it off to Henry. Henry working her way into the middle, foul on Molina. That one's going to be on the floor. So just under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Temple up 7-2 over the Coppin State Eagles. And this one gets to Sosa Laura on the inbound. The Eagles swinging it around. This one gets up top for Gamble, and Gamble just is off. Temple fighting for the rebound. Sosa Laura gets down with a couple of Owls. Temple gets it back, and they call jump ball. A lot of hustle in this game so far between these two teams.
Yeah, a lot of hustle. There have been a few turnovers from both teams, but there has been a lot of hustle, a lot of rebounds already. Almost every single girl on the floor right now has been diving on the floor for a ball. So we see both of these teams are scrappy and aggressive.
And a turnover there by the Eagles, by Kayla Turner, who steals it away. Nice pass up to Molina. Molina spins, lays it up and in. Great steal, great pass from Kayla Turner. Another turnover for this Temple team. 4 turnovers for Coppin State so far.
Yeah, Coppin State is already off to what they've been doing all year, 27 turnovers a game, and already up to 4 with only 5 minutes left in this first quarter. So we'll see if this is how the game continues.
This one in the middle for Sosa Laura, who just is offline, had the wide open layup, does not connect. This one going in, tipped by a Coppin State defender. All the way over to Alexander. Alexander for 3. That one catches the wind. A nice attempt by Craig to save it, but that is no good. So 9-2 the score in favor of Temple. Here just about halfway into this first quarter.
The Owls have attempted a lot of threes already. I like to see them. They are being very aggressive, which is good to see. And eventually, it's beginning of the game. Eventually, those shots are going to start falling for the Owls. Already up 9-2. We'll see what they can do from here.
It's good to see Alexander shooting with confidence as well.
Yes, 100%.
There was a foul on Kayla Turner. And that's going to take us right into a media timeout. So Temple up 9-2. Temple 5 points off of turnovers so far. Coppin State having a tough time holding on to the ball. We'll be back after this short break. And welcome back here into the broadcast booth as we're just getting ready to come out of the media timeout. Temple up 9-2 against Coppin State, just under 5 minutes to play. And Cal, Coppin State having a rough time with the turnovers, but to say Temple isn't as well would be a lie. Temple with 3 turnovers, but the difference, Temple has been able to capitalize off of them.
Yeah.
As a quick turnover by Coppin State goes out of bounds, and Cal now on the turnovers.
Yeah, 5 points off of turnovers for the Owls. Only 9 points in this game, but they have been able to capitalize, which we see Coppin State hasn't, with only 2 points in this game. So they're going to have to start capitalizing if they want to get back into this game, because Temple right now is just looking like they are being able to capitalize off of those turnovers from Coppin State.
So this one gets out to Molina. Molina off to Curry. Curry with the nice right-hand layup. That is no good. Temple fighting for the rebound. The Eagles get it back, and the Eagles now working quickly. A nice pass up to McBride, who finds Morris. Morris back to McBride, who sets up the offense, who finds Morris once again. A little give and go. A nice pass to the corner, swatted away by Sanaya Craig, who gets the turnover. Meade now looking up to Curry. Curry from 3. That's no good. Rebound by the Eagles. A tough layup, or a tough rebound there by Sosa Laura. As this one's taken away once again by Temple. This one out to Curry once again from the corner. That's no good. Rebound by Alexander. This one from Meade. That one's no good. Rebound by Sosa Laura. Temple really trying to work this 3-ball here. Hasn't been able to make anything one of their last 9. Yep. But the defense has been working.
It's been good aggressiveness from the Owls, just not able to capitalize.
Good pass there from Morris. That's no good from Gamble. Fighting for the rebound is the Owls, and they call a jump ball once again. Possession will go to Temple. And this has been just all around, in my eyes, Cal. It's just been just a sloppy game so far from both teams. Temple has not been able to find a bucket in the past 2 minutes. 0 for the last 5, 1 of their last 9. And on the other side, Coppin State 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's just been really, really sloppy, and both these teams are really going to need to pick it up and, start making some better passes to be able to get some more points, especially the Coppin State, who has only scored 2 in this game. So we'll have to see.
This one out to the corner for Alexander, and she nails that one. 3-pointer from Temple finally connects. Temple up by 10, 12-2, with just about 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Drew Alexander's been firing all game. Nothing has been hitting, but finally gets one from the corner, and hopefully that helps her confidence a little bit and able to shoot more and make some more for this Owls team.
So now on the offensive are the Eagles. Sosa Laura taking this one and getting it down. Sosa Laura has all 4 points for Coppin State so far in this one. 12 for the score in favor of the Owls. Now working here is Curry. Curry now driving to her right. Collects her dribble, kicks to the middle. A little mid-range floater there from Jacobs is no good. Rebound by Sosa Laura. Morris now moving for the Eagles. Morris goes to her right and backtracks to the 3-point line. Guarded here by Curry. A double team helped here by Jacobs. Now on the ground was Alexander, and she almost tackles McBride, so a foul there on Alexander.
Yeah, these teams have been playing very aggressive in this game, have caused a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers. So this is what we're probably going to see for the rest of this game from both of these teams. So the aggressiveness has been there for both of these teams, but they got to capitalize off of the turnovers they have had.
Now a 3-pointer here from McBride is no good. Rebound by Sosa Laura. Sosa Laura takes it back up and gets fouled. Sosa Laura has been an issue in the paint for Temple so far. 4 points, 4 rebounds, and now goes to the line. You have the opportunity to shoot 2.
Yeah, she's been tough to box out and get boards over. She has just been really aggressive and just being able to box out all of Temple's team and just being able to, get those 4 points for Coppin State. And she has been their X factor so far in this one.
So Sosa Laura has yet to take a foul shot. Just went to wipe her hands down a little bit real quick. So 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Temple up 12-4. Sosalora at the line to shoot 2. She nails her first. Again, nearing the holiday season, Temple's next game is going to be at Princeton on the 22nd, and then they have the break until they come back home to UTSA on January 3rd. And Temple, as Cal mentioned earlier, it's really no place like home for Temple as they are 4-0 here at the Liacouras Center. As now Molina moving the ball up here for the Owls. She gets it back to Curry. Curry now driving in. Curry absorbs the contact, no foul, so Sosalora gets it and advances McBride. McBride now dribbling with her left, moving towards the left side of the court. Switches hands now, guarded by Curry, screened by Sosalora. Curry keeping up. A nice pass inside from McBride. Working here is Hartfield. Hartfield with the missed basket. Rebound by Sosalora. Sosalora puts it back up and in. Sosalora, all 8 points here for Coppin State. 8 points, 6 rebounds. What a first quarter for her.
Yeah, she has been the most aggressive player in this game. Honestly, she has just been all over the boards, and she has just been putting up these tough layups, and she's just been able to get them to go. And that's what she has done all season. She has really been one of the most aggressive players on this Coppin State team, and she's been able to get those putback layups and get those rebounds over those taller players using her size. So she is going to be a problem today.
And the vibe kind of off for this Temple offense right now, too. A turnover by Molina, but she gets it right back. Picks up the ball off the floor. Trying to advance Brianna Mead. Mead going cross court. Looking for Alexander in the corner, and she makes it rain. Alexander, her second three-point basket. She has 6 on the night. 15-8, Temple leads, time ticking down.
Yeah, 2 straight threes for Drew Alexander, and she is starting to catch fire here. And like I said, same exact corner, and she just needs to hit some more for the confidence.
And a travel violation called here on Hartfield for the Eagles. So now Temple going back on the offensive. 35 seconds left. They have a 7-point lead over Coppin State. Brianna Mead taking this one up for the Owls. Mead twisting and turning, trying to find some open room, finds Alexander. Alexander to Molina. Molina back to Mead. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 4 seconds separate both clocks. Mead finds Molina. Molina back out to Alexander. Alexander can't collect it. She goes in for the floater, but she gets fouled. Or excuse me, it's going the other way. It's a charging foul on Alexander. That's Temple's second charging foul of the game, so now it's 11.3 seconds. And Coppin State has the opportunity to try and get some points back before the quarter comes to a close.
Yeah, the aggressiveness is there from the Owls. Just, unfortunately, 2 charges.
6 seconds left, 5 seconds left. McBride has it on the perimeter. McBride with an open look. McBride gonna fade away and try and bank it in. That one doesn't go. And the clock runs out. So 15-8, and really the star of the show so far, even though on the losing side, Sosalora with 8 points on 75% shooting and 6 rebounds. Temple looking to open the second quarter with an answer to Sosalora as we go to break. 15-8 after 1 quarter. Temple leads. We'll be back. second quarter action here on WHIP Sports. Temple up 15-8 over Coppin State. Coppin State starting with the ball. Kayla Turner back on the court. And we're back here at WHIP Sports Radio as Coppin State get into it quick. Jaleesa Molina knocks the pass out from Aaron Henry, who was looking towards McBride. So that one goes out of bounds off of Temple. Coppin State goes back to work here on the offensive. Sosalora on the outside sets a screen for McBride, who now has it along the perimeter. Guarded here by Turner. Protecting with her left. Another screen by Sosalora, who cuts inside. Sosalora in front of the basket. Tries to go up and in, but that one just seeps out. And Temple gets possession. Little give and go between Alexander and Turner. Turner now finds Craig, and Craig walks in the paint, much to her displeasure. So ball goes back into the Eagles' favor. The Battle of the Birds here tonight at the Liacouras Center, and that first quarter was really just dominated by Sora Loa inside the paint. Again, 8 points, 6 rebounds, was just phenomenal in that first quarter for the Eagles. The only way they have scored points throughout the game.
Yeah, she just could not be stopped in the paint, and I feel like this is a team that is going to really bounce off of Sosalora for the rest of this game.
And a pass that went array goes out of bounds for Coppin State. So ball back in Temple possession. 10 turnovers for Coppin State in this matchup so far. It's been a little sloppy for the Eagles. Temple been able to capitalize. Kayla Turner now trying to shift in. She has to kick out towards Curry. Curry finds Sedano. Sedano with the left-hand leg. Finds her 2 points for first 2 points of the night. Now in the offense are the Eagles. Moving now is Aaron Henry. Aaron Henry looking for the mid-range. That's no good. Turner now moving with speed. Turner looking to take it herself. Turner with the mid-range jumper. That is good. Kayla Turner, 2 for 2 from the field today.
The Owls are really finding their buckets down low in the paint, and it's really working out well for them, that aggressiveness down there.
Now Sora Loa inside, stripped by Jaleesa Molina. Temple now moving up once again on the fast break. Out to Turner. Turner for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Sora Loa. Excuse me, Sosalora. And an ambitious pass there from McBride to Henry goes out of bounds. And just the sloppiness continuing here for Coppin State, and they just really have not been able to get an offensive set started here against Temple.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get anything going really all game. I feel like once they get an offensive set for one position, the next 4 possessions is either a turnover or a missed shot. So they're going to really need to settle in to some sort of offense here to be able to score some points.
19-8 in favor of Temple here. 7 minutes and 30 to go in quarter number 2, and the layup by Sedano is no good, and a blocking foul called on Gamble. So Shania Gamble takes the blocking foul, and Sedano's going to look to shoot 2 here. Sedano only has 2 points, just got a bucket a few minutes ago. And Cal, what's striking me, and I mentioned this earlier about this whole turnover thing, and to say that Temple, again, has been playing a smooth game would be a lie, as Sedano makes her first, is the points off of the turnovers. Temple has 11 of their 20 points off of these turnovers. That's been an issue so far for Coppin State, as there's another.
Yeah, and I feel like that's going to continue to be an issue because they really have these ambitious passes when they're coming down the court, looking to spring open outlet to be able to score, but it just really hasn't worked out. So they're going to need to really change their offensive plan, offensive set, and it's really hard to do that mid-game.
And a traveling violation called on Gary Grayson, who just checked into the game for Coppin State, as Sedano before hit her second free throw. So Temple up now 21-8 with just about 7 minutes and 15 to play here in this second quarter. Curry finds Molina. Molina now to Sedano. Sedano looking underneath towards Craig. Craig has it at the foul line. Gives it off to Molina. Molina misses, gets the rebound back and gets fouled. Looks like it was on the floor, so Temple will inbound the ball.
I do have to say you can really see the difference when Sosalora is out there and when Sosalora is not out there.
As she just entered the game.
When she was out there, Temple was being really aggressive and really scoring every single point in the paint. And now that she's back out there, we'll see if Temple changes up their play style a little bit. Could maybe go back to shooting some more threes.
So Molina finds Craig. Craig now to Curry. Savannah Curry with the mid-range jumper. That's no good. Good rebound by Craig. Craig trying to put it back up. No good. And stripped away from Curry. That's a great play there by Aaron Henry, who's been all over the floor tonight for the Eagles. And now a pass to Morris. Morris gives it off once again to Grayson. Now Aaron Henry has it. Henry trying to drive inside and hits off her foot. Oh, there's a nice tip there by Craig. And Temple will get possession back.
Yeah, Coppin State was able to set up an offensive set there. Just nothing doing for them. And I feel like I see more confidence out there for Coppin State when Sosalora is on the court because of her defensive and offensive presence.
And a three-pointer by Turner's no good. And now going the other way is Coppin State. Morris looking to go up with the left, and she gets it in. Coppin State's first points of the quarter. Kyla Morris getting her first 2 of the night. The leading scorer for Coppin State with 12 points per game. So Turner has it, gives it off to Curry. Savannah Curry with the mid-range jumper. That one's butter. Nice shot there by Curry. And now Morris taking it up for the Eagles. Sedano guarding. She gives it off to Wells. This one gets to Sosalora. Sosalora with the nice pass inside to Henry. Henry looking outside, three-pointer, no good. That was a good shot there by Kylie Wells, but just was a little offline. And a foul on Kyla Morris on the way up. So a bit of a loaded offensive possession there. A good shot by Kylie Wells. Temple does get possession back and then knocked down by Morris to result in the foul.
Yeah, no, and they had a good set there, Coppin State did, and they were able to set up a good shot, just unable to fall.
And Molina takes it in herself. A really good set there by Temple, loaded the 2 bigs at the foul line, and then Turner just cut right in and made a seam for Molina. And now back on the offensive are the Eagles. A three-pointer from Henry, that's no good. Rebound by Sedano. Temple moving fast. Sedano finds Turner. Turner in the corner for Curry. Curry for 3. That's no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Morris moving up. Morris with a nice move. Morris with the nice layup. Shifty between a couple of Temple defenders. 25-12 to score. Just about under halfway through here in this second quarter.
Really beautiful layup there. And both these teams like to get out and run in transition. So that is what we just saw there from Coppin State.
And a turnover by Temple. Sedano couldn't hang on to the ball, and that takes us to the media timeout. So Temple trying to spread this lead between them and the Eagles, 25-12 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. We'll be back after this short break. And welcome back here to the Liacouras Center. Feeling in the holiday spirit as Christmas is just around the corner. And Temple, their biggest gift tonight would be a big win over Coppin State, rolling into a big game at Princeton, which is going to be a good one between these two teams.
100%. And that'll be a good test for these Owls after coming off of this game, which has been a very sloppy game from both of these teams. A lot of turnovers, lots of points off of turnovers, lots of fouls. So Temple, if they want to go out there and get this win today and even maybe a win against Princeton in their next one, they're going to have to, pick up the sloppiness a little bit. And Coppin State, we have seen this all year from them, averaging 27 turnovers a game. So see if they can improve on it today.
So Morris running the point here for the Eagles, finds Henry. Henry looks up towards Wells. Wells now finding Lowry. Lowry back to Morris. Morris takes it herself. Back to Lowry. Lowry inside for Sosalora. Sosalora working inside the paint. Puts it up. That's no good. Fighting for the rebound is Temple and Sosalora. Looks like it was Craig and Jacobs on the ball. And a jump ball is called and Temple gets possession. And good ball movement there by Coppin State. They did a good job of just facilitating around, getting Sosalora in a good spot, trying to funnel the offense through someone who's found a lot of success in this game, but has not scored a point since the first quarter.
Yeah, it seems like Coppin State is starting to settle in along with Temple, and when Sosalora is out there, they definitely look more confident in the paint and around the arc.
Craig with the mid-range jumper, that's no good, and now moving up quickly are the Eagles. Morris with a nice couple of moves. Morris puts it up, that's no good. Temple fighting for the rebound. Kayla Turner gets it. Turner with a lot of speed, moving in transition. Turner gets blocked there by Aaron Henry. Quite the rejection, a thunderous pop from the bench. What a play.
Oh my God. That Turner was flying, and that was really impressive there from Aaron Henry. Chase down block. Man.
And if you know Turner, she can fly. So that was quite impressive. And yet another turnover by Temple. Sedano falls. And Coppin State feeling a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah. The momentum, I could feel it in this building. It's shifting a little bit. Temple needs to somehow stop that. Maybe a turnover here, a point off of a turnover. Man, that block was sensational. Thunderous, really.
Aaron Henry with the swat. So now Lowry has it for Coppin State, gives it off to Morris. Morris directing traffic here for Coppin State. A screen here by Sosalora. Laura tears off the screen. Turner was going in for the quick steal. Laura once again no good. And a foul called on Laura. So really, again, just trying to funnel it through Sosalora right now. That's kind of where they're finding a lot of their success. But Temple reading these pick and rolls quite well, and I actually think it's more of a pick and pop, where once Laura sets the pick, she does a good job of spreading out and cutting into the basket quite quickly.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like Temple is starting to pick up on what Coppin State is doing with Sosalora. So who knows what will happen here if Temple keeps reading these, and I don't know really what Coppin State's to be able to do.
So Temple had the offensive possession tonight. Craig with a little bit of a push, so possession changes. Coppin State now back on the offensive. Just under 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Temple up 25-12 over the Eagles. And a nice pass intercepted there by Sedano. Sedano now moving. Gives it off to Turner. Turner now trying to shift towards the basket once again. Cuts back, slows down the offense here. Sedano has it. Nice screen there by Jacob. Sedano with the mid-range. That's no good. Rebound by Coppin State. Moving up now Morris. Morris with a nice pass. Henry, long-range three. That's no good. Rebound by Coppin State. And there's a foul on the play.
And neither of these teams are really capitalizing off of turnovers or rebounds on the offensive side right now at all. So this game is kind of at a standstill from where it is right now. We'll see what happens with these free throws, but it's still a 13-point lead for the Owls.
So Kylie Wells taking the free throws. The freshman from Crown Point, Indiana, has played in all 10 games, only has a little under point or 1 point per game. She had 12 minutes in the season opener versus Arizona State and scored 3 points in their win against Lincoln. Preparing to take her free throws. Looks like a little bit of confusion here on the scorer's bench. Just give us 1 second here. It looks like 2 referees are over by the scorer's table, maybe taking a look at one of the plays.
Looks like this one might be being reviewed. Okay.
Maybe they were trying to figure out, I think what they were trying to figure out was who the foul was on. They did deem it originally that it was on Kayla Turner. Maybe they wanted another look, and it was officially on Kayla Turner, and she was immediately subbed out of the game because that is her 3rd foul of the evening. So Wells misses her first free throw after all of that confusion. Wells now ready to shoot her second. 2 minutes and 15 left here in quarter number 2. Temple up by 13, but both teams have just been on a lack of a scoring stretch so far. 1 of their last 7 for Coppin State and 2 of their last 12 for Temple, and Temple hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes.
I'm feeling a big 3 here from the Owls.
Meade now has it. Aggressive defense here by Coppin State, and a traveling violation on Felicia Jacobs. Quite the opposite there, Cal. Quite the opposite.
That's what they call the announcers, Jakes. Oh, my God.
So now Kyla Morris moves up here. She passes it back to Paris McBride, who's going to run the point. McBride covered by Sedano, gives it off to Henry. Henry finds Wells, who now finds McBride. McBride now Sosalora. Sosalora spins, puts it up, no good. Molina rebound. Meade now has it for the Temple Owls. Temple getting the offense set. Molina has it. She gives it off to Craig. Craig finds Curry. Curry back to Meade. Meade to Molina. Molina looking inside towards Craig. And they said it went off of Craig's fingers. That ball went out of bounds, and it is Coppin State ball. And the scoring drought continues as we're just a little bit under 4 minutes for Temple.
Yeah, this has been a tough stretch for both of these teams, and just nothing going right for either of them. Turnovers, fouls, missed shots. You know, this has not been a good quarter for either of these teams.
So Meade now on McBride. McBride going all the way around the perimeter, looks to the outside. Henry in the corner for 3. That one's no good. Rebound by McBride over Molina. Molina with the block. Trying to figure out. Looks like there was a foul on number 0, Paris McBride. And Temple in the bonus now. Coppin State is in the bonus. So now going to shoot 2 will be Jaleesa Molina. And Aaron Henry, someone who's having a little bit of a tough game from beyond the arc so far. 0 for 5 and 0 for 7 from the field. And they try to funnel a little bit of their offense through her. She has the second or third most points per game on the team, 7.3 as Molina nails her first. Had 17 points at William and Mary, but is just having a tough time today trying to find a rhythm.
Yeah, she really hasn't been able to get anything to fall, and you can tell through Coppin State that they just haven't been able to get anything to go. A lot of it's because she hasn't been able to get anything to fall.
McBride for 3, that's no good. Rebound by Temple, 50 seconds to go here in quarter number 2, 26-13 the score in favor of the Owls. Meade working here against Henry. That one gets tipped out of bounds. And it looks like they're going to review the play because they are arguing that it went off of a Temple player. Trying to get possession here are the Eagles. So we're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back when we have the verdict. 26-13, 41 seconds to play here in quarter number 2. So the verdict is Coppin State will get possession, a successful challenge by the Coppin State first-year coaching staff. Good eyes from the assistant coach on the bench, and now Coppin State will have possession with 41 seconds to play here in this second quarter.
Yeah, like you pointed out, all first-year coaching staff, so they're just testing the waters so far in the beginning of this season.
And Cal, literally everything, all first-year everything, recruiting staff, coaching staff, everything down to a T has been first year for this Coppin State, so it's really just been a work in progress as a charging foul called on Sosa Laura.
Foul number 41 Patricia Sosa Laura. Her second, over the limit.
She's not liking that call.
No, not happy with that one.
Nope.
So Temple gets possession right back in this one.
Number 11, Jocelyn Coppin.
So Sosa Laura will come out of this game. She has not had a point since the first quarter. So now Brianna Mead with the ball here, finds Sedano. Sedano runs into a double team. Sedano gives it off to Mead. 15 seconds to go. 1 second shot separates the shot and game clock. Mead has it. Feisty defense here from Coppin State. Mead trying to find an opening. Mead gives it off to Savannah Curry, but that's just a little high. And a backcourt violation. Feisty zone defense here from Coppin State. So 2.7 seconds to go here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, that was some really, really good defense there.
Defense,
right?
yeah.
There were double teams. Like, I'm wondering why we haven't seen that all game from Coppin State.
Your guess is as good as mine. So the inbound pass, Morris for the buzzer. That's no good. And that will wrap up the first half. So all over the place, Cal. All over the place between these two teams. And it's just been, I think, particularly just sloppy game for both of these teams so far.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, so many turnovers for each team, a bunch of fouls, just so many missed shots. Coppin State shooting about 19% from the field, and it's just been a rough game for both of these teams. Temple up 26-13 going into halftime, but you know, 32% from the field for Temple, 18% for Coppin State, 0 for 9 from 3 for Coppin State. It's just been a tough game all around for both of these teams, and we'll see if they can switch anything up at the halftime break. Coppin State did have some good defense there at the end of the second quarter, so we'll see what happens coming out of this break. But so far, this one, it's been a rough one.
And I know for certain, Cal, that Diane Richardson, Coach Rich, is definitely just unhappy with the way this first half just planned out 100%. For the Temple Owls. Great on the defensive side, but just on the offensive side, just missing some juice. Major juice. And so far, for Temple, leading the way is Jaleesa Molina with just 6 points, and then right under her is Sanaya Craig and Kayla Turner with 5 and 5 respectively. And I forgot, Drew Alexander, who has 6 points as well, has hit 2 3-pointers for the Temple Owls. So some positives, but a lot of just sloppiness, and I know Temple wants to clean it up with 13 turnovers in this game so far.
Yeah.
So that's going to take us right to break. We'll be right back at you with some second half action between the Temple Owls and Coppin State. 26-13 the score. We'll be back after a break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to WHIP Sports Radio as we're back here live at the Liacouras Center. Ugly sweater night here, but it's been an ugly game so far between both of these teams. Well, we're back getting ready for some second half action. 26-13 in favor of the Temple Owls. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by my good buddy Cal Toder, and it's been a roller coaster. It's been up and down for both of these teams so far. Both teams have struggled in their respective aspects, but Cal, what do you think both of these teams have to do to try and, for Coppin State, get it back into this game, and for Temple to take the step further and try and separate the game?
Yeah, this has been a avalanche of a game. Just keep continuing rolling down and down that hill. But what they need to do is, I feel like they need to get into more sets, get into more offensive sets, play slower basketball, get open shots. Coppin State likes to get out there and get running, and they like to hit those outlet passes, and it is just not working for them. So many turnovers in this game has just led to opportunities for Temple to get out to this 13-point lead. So what Coppin State needs to do is just slow it down, get some offensive sets, get some open shots for their shooters, and hopefully those will start falling for them. But for Temple, they kind of need to do the same thing. Get those open shots, and you'll start hitting them. And they did start hitting them at the beginning of that second quarter and that first quarter, but since then, nothing has really fallen. So these teams both need to get this ball rolling.
So the Eagles to start here on the offensive. Going underneath now is Henry. Henry misses. Henry still hasn't found her first basket of the night, is now 0 for 8 after that miss. So now Turner has it. Turner steps back, finds Molina. Molina going into the paint. Molina dishes it off for Craig. That one hits off of Craig's hands and goes out of bounds. Just been a disconnect from the usual, clean passes into the paint. Temple's actually had some issues trying to feed Craig or feed Molina inside. Good disruption by Coppin State.
Yeah, Coppin State has done a really good job in the paint, especially Sosa Laura, who has just had a presence down there, not allowing anything to really happen. So Temple hasn't really been able to get anything going along with this Coppin State team. So we'll see what can happen
and
here.
Now a turnover generated by Temple. Sanaya Craig with the open layup and gets it in. So first basket of the second half goes to Sanaya Craig off the turnover by Temple defense, which is just still clogging everything up for this Coppin State squad.
Yeah, they are forcing a lot of turnovers in this game.
And now Henry dishes it down low, was looking for Morris. That one goes out of bounds. The refs come to deliberate, trying to figure out whether it was tipped or just went out of bounds. They call it a jump ball, and it's in favor of Temple.
Looks like we're going to have a review here.
Seeing if they're going to officially call it. Yep. So refs looking to go over to the scorer's table. We got a second review in this game here between Temple and Coppin State. They're looking for the tip-off of one of the Temple players' legs. So replay timeout. We'll be back with the verdict. 28-13, Temple up by 15. And welcome back here. So the verdict is that it was deflected off of a Temple basketball player. So Coppin State is going to start off with this one. Another successful coach's challenge for first-year head coach Daryl Mosley. Mosley, again, his first season as the head coach was hired in April of this year. He was the head coach of Lincoln on the Division II level, guided Lincoln to 82 total wins, and Lincoln won 55% of the games between 15 and 21. And he was an associate head coach at Arizona State, so does have that coaching experience. It's been a journey for Mosley to get here, but finally coaching at the Division I level, this Coppin State team, and it's just building from here, trying to find the building blocks, the pieces to try and continue, and I think you're doing a good job.
And it looks like he's still trying to work the kinks out, still trying to get going with this team, really get going, and so far this season it hasn't been going well. They've played a lot of good teams. He picked a really difficult schedule for this team, but we'll see in his first season how this outcome goes. But it has been a tough season so far, but they're early, not even in the conference play yet, so still a long season ahead for this first-year head coach of Coppin State.
100%. Perfect timing with the band and everyone as we're getting back to action here. Morris has it off the inbound pass from McBride. Morris looking for some open room, quickly doubled by this Temple defense, suffocating this offense. Another double team in the corner, and they say that Gamble stepped out of bounds, so Temple gets the ball right back after the successful coach's challenge.
Yeah, that last coach's challenge, I think the same exact thing happened, too. Yeah. Same exact thing happened, so these coach challenges are going Coppin State's way, but in the end, it all ends up back in the Owls' hands.
Sinai Craig beyond the arc finds Turner for three. That's no good. And a feisty rebound thrown to the ground there. Sinai Craig. They say there's a foul on what looks like number 21, Sydney Burris. Almost, it looked like a push, but it was a heavy impact. So Sinai Craig popped right back up, but that foul was on the floor, so an inbound pass here by Temple.
Yeah, Craig hit the ground hard. I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah. So Burris quickly subbed out. Sosalora comes back in. Sosalora, dominant first quarter, but since the first quarter has not scored a bucket. Has 8 points, 8 rebounds, but that first quarter was the only success on the offensive side for Sosalora. Molina drives in, looking for Sinai Craig once again. That one broken up. Coppin State's done their homework. They know that they like to feed Sinai Craig in the paint. And a foul on the floor there, as it looked like they're going to say that one's on Savannah Curry. A tough tumble there. Oh, excuse me. It's going to go on Jaleesa Molina. A tough tumble there. That one's going to stay on the floor as a blocking foul. So this Temple defense continues to hound the Eagles beyond the perimeter. Moving inside is Henry. Henry misses her 9th basket of the night. Still scoreless in this one. Molina off to Turner. Turner using her speed. Turner with the right-hand floater, and that one goes in. 30-13 the score. Temple up by 17 points here in this third quarter. Turner now on McBride. McBride gets down low to Henry. Henry looking for Sosalora. Sosalora trying to get the ball back to herself using the ground. That ball overthrown by Coppin State, and that one goes beyond half court. And backcourt violation on the Eagles.
Yeah, still 0 points in this second half for Coppin State, and they just have not been able to get anything going. It just looks so sloppy from them. None of their offensive sets have been like real sets. It's just been a lot of throwing the ball around, hoping it lands in someone's hands.
Alexander for three. That's no good. Rebound by Sanaya Craig. Craig now with the floater. That's also no good. But this time rebound by Sosalora. This one a quick pass to Henry. Henry gets it in for her first basket. Aaron Henry scores. That's the first point of the second half for Coppin State. Temple up by 15 as Turner tries to respond right back with the left-hand layup and gets it back in. So responding buckets between these two teams, and back on the offensive are the Eagles.
Turner has a quick first step. She's able to blow by defenders really easily.
Morris gets the inside, finds McBride. McBride now for three. That one's off the front iron. Rebound by Molina. Quickly advancing Turner. Turner looks towards Craig. That one tipped. Curry gets it back. Curry misses the layup. Going the other way now, the Eagles. This one picked off by Molina. An ambitious pass by the Eagles once again. Molina trying to weave her way into the paint. That one bobbled. And it looked like a foul there on Sanaya Craig.
Foul on number 91, Sanaya Craig, her second, team second.
Looks like they're calling a push on Sanaya Craig, and the Eagles are going to call timeout. This game's been a roller coaster to call, just chaos happening all over the floor, disorganization, but Temple holds a 17-point lead over Coppin State, 32-15 the score. We'll be back after a short break. And welcome back to the broadcast here, WHIP Sports Radio. Temple up 32-15 against Coppin State with just about 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Cal Toder here in the booth. Coppin State's going to start with the basketball, and it's just been all over the place between these two teams in this one.
It really has, especially that last sequence. That was crazy. It was turnover, rebound, turnover.
People falling on the floor.
Yeah, like everybody was on the floor. Like that was a crazy sequence, but all in all, Coppin State with the ball on offense. And here we go, back for some more action.
And this is, in my eyes, a pretty unencouraging result here so far for Temple because of going into conference play just after this Princeton game and just after this holiday break. They just look a little disorganized right now.
Yeah.
And I feel that this might be the result of Tristan Taylor not being in the lineup, maybe just missing some chemistry, but they just don't look like they have it right now.
Yeah, and especially playing against this team, this is the team where you really want to show how good you are and show that confidence in your team. And I can tell they have confidence. They love to shoot the ball, but they just haven't been able to hit it. They just haven't really been able to hit those shots. So
on the one side of the floor, Coppin State just got a layup. Aaron Henry getting it off the backboard and in. And Kayla Turner was going for a three-point, but that one went out of bounds. Now going inside is Chloe Miller. Chloe Miller, excuse me. I don't even know where I got that name from. Kyla Morris. Chloe Miller's on Temple. So wrong team, wrong team.
Yes, it's all right.
My mistake. Kyla Morris was going inside, got hit on the way in, so foul on the floor. So now the inbound pass is knocked out of bounds by Savannah Curry. My mistake on the name. I don't even know where that came from.
Came from Temple. That's where it came from.
That's where, yep. Temple made Temple proud.
Mm-hmm.
So now McBride with the inbound once again after the first pass was tipped. This one gets out up top to Sosa Laura. And now Coppin State looking to set something up. Screen by Sosa Laura. Sosa Laura tears out So Solora looking for the jumper, gets it out instead. Aaron Henry for three, that's no good. Rebound there by Chloe Miller. Moving inside now is Turner. Turner. They say there's a foul on the floor.
Foul on number 20, Aaron Henry.
They say the foul is on Aaron Henry, so that's her first of the matchup. I'm not necessarily sure about that one. It looked like she got all ball on the replay, but doesn't matter what we say. Craig from long range gets it down. The long mid-range jumper for Sanaya Craig. This one gets out to Henry. Henry now going towards the basket, kicks it out underneath. Take here by Shania Gamble, and a foul called on Sanaya Craig.
Foul on number 30, Drew Alexander.
Excuse me, the foul is on Drew Alexander. So now Shania Gamble will go to the line to shoot two. She went to take the layup. Cal, it looked to me that she had two Eagles open along the perimeter, didn't make the extra pass, went up with the layup, but gets rewarded with two foul shots.
Yeah, and that might have been because they haven't been able to hit any of those threes out on the perimeter. So she was thinking, oh, maybe if I just go up with the layup, I'll get the foul call, get my free throws, because they just haven't been able to hit it out on the perimeter today. So you have a better chance at getting a foul call and hitting the layup than hitting that three so far in this game.
So she goes 1 of 2 here for Coppin State. 34-18 the score in favor of Temple. Craig, given the distance along the three-point line, gets it back to Turner. Turner to Craig. Craig now from long distance. That's no good, off the iron. Rebound by Coppin State. An ambitious pass once again to Kyla Morris. Morris weaving her way around the Temple defense, goes for the mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound by Temple. Turner advancing. Curry trying to keep it in bounds. Curry does. Curry. A lot of chaos going on underneath. So Solora gets it. It looks like Chloe Miller had the ball stripped away from her. Mid-range jumper for McBride. That's no good. Rebound by Coppin State. Coppin State now slowing it down a little bit. It's been quite chaotic in these sets for these teams.
Oh, 100%.
So Solora gets the ball stripped away from Sanaya Craig. No call. Sedano now moving up. Sedano weaves, goes up, just misses. Rebound by Coppin State. Kyla Morris now taking it up, gets the floater and knocks it down.
Score the basket for number 24, Kyla Morris.
Kyla Morris, 4 points in this one, shooting 2 for 5 from the field. 14 points separate these two teams with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Sedano, long range, knocks it down. 3-pointer.
Yeah, why not let it fly, Sedano? There we go. Getting a 3 there, putting the Owls up by 17. Finally getting one to fall after a while.
Feels good.
Yes.
Feels good. This one out to Barnes. Barnes for 3, trying to respond, no good. That one hit off of Craig.
Substitution for the Owls, number 2, Brianna Mead, and number 8, Elisa Molina replaces.
And the Eagles regained possession. But what a big three-pointer from KC, just knocking it down from beyond the arc. Saw she had the distance right from the top of the key. Just a nice shot. Feels good to try and get back in that rhythm a little bit here for the Owls.
Yeah, 100%. That is a 3 that you can really build off of and give your team confidence to go and finish out this ball game. Up by 17, but the way both of these teams have been playing, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, another turnover there by Coppin State. It looks like number 12, Lowry, was trying to get the ball all the way over to Barnes, but just went a little over Barnes' head, and that one goes out of bounds. So Temple now looking to respond, trying to get this lead a little bit further than what they have it right now. Turner has it. Turner looks towards Mead. Mead underneath for Miller. Miller now tries to take it up, and they call a traveling violation on Miller. Miller, the redshirt freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, has played in all 10 games, has 3.1 points per game and averages just a little bit over a rebound. She was redshirted at ECU last year and has scored 8 points against Western Carolina, which was last year as well. So Coppin State now moving it along the perimeter. Morris has it. Morris now looking over towards Lowry. Lowry, no good. And Coppin State yet to hit a three-pointer in this game. They are 0 for 12 from beyond the arc, now 0 for 13, excuse me. And a nice takeaway there. Ball's on the floor, scramble for both teams, and a foul called on Temple. Just more and more scramble on the floor. Temple lost the ball. Coppin State's done a good job of just generating these turnovers. They're really giving this Temple offense some trouble, almost a little suffocating, and just still plays hard and hard as the game has gone on and generates yet another turnover and a foul on Temple.
Yeah, and I do want to say their last offensive set where they were really moving the ball and they got that open three was probably the best set I have seen from this Coppin State team this whole game. And it didn't result in a bucket, but they were able to move the ball really well around the arc and get an open shot, just was not able to fall.
So Temple's in the bonus now as Coppin State nails their first free throw. Lowry at the line. The sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. 3.4 points per game, along with just a little bit over a rebound. Had a season high 19 points against Missouri State this year and had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks versus Marshall. She nailed both of her free throws, so now Temple back on the offensive. Mead now to Sedano. Mead has it. Gets it over to Alexander. Alexander to Mead. Mead to Jaleesa Molina, who trying to find Alexander. Alexander keeps it above half court, and yet another takeaway here by Coppin State. The Eagles moving up. Gets this one over to Hartfield. Hartfield up top. Lowry. No good on the three-pointer. Rebound by Sosa-Lora. Sosa-Lora can't get it up. Sosa-Lora tries again and gets it down. Sosa-Lora in double digits. Mead now has it for the Owls. A minute and 23 to go here in quarter number 3. Miller looking inside for Molina. Molina gets it blocked there by Hartfield. This has been some good defense by Coppin State in this quarter, narrowing the lead down to just 13.
Yeah, Coppin State is starting to shift the momentum here. They're getting these better offensive sets. They're playing really good defense. This is what I expected to see from this Coppin State team, and they're showing it.
And a three-pointer from Alexander responds back to the momentum. Alexander, what a shot.
Yeah, phenomenal response there from the Owls, and a big three.
Alexander shooting 50% from the three-point line. Now a three-pointer trying to respond from Coppin State. That one's no good from Barnes. Rebound by Temple, and a foul on the floor from Sosa-Lora. That's her third of the matchup here. And now Temple back on the offensive, up by 16 points. Just under a minute to go. Mead moves up, gives it to Molina. Molina, one more to Alexander. Alexander open in the corner, looking for another one. She has the hot hand tonight, and she knocks it down. Make it rain, Drew Alexander. 4 for 7 from the three-point line.
Bang, bang from Drew Alexander. And she has been on fire tonight, hitting 4 threes. And this Temple team they certainly killed that momentum.
So now a mid-range shot, no good from Coppin State. Rebound by Sosa-Lora, and she gets it down. 12 points. No shot clock now. 16 seconds remain. Temple slowing it down. Mean has it. Nice screen by Jacobs, and they call an illegal screen. So 12.6 seconds now, and the ball is going back into Coppin State's favor.
Yeah, bucket here to end out the quarter would be a good little bit of momentum for Coppin State to be able to try and get back into this game. Temple did just go on a bit of a run right there, but Coppin State definitely needs something here.
And a takeaway by Sedano. Sedano with the left-hand layup and gets it in. Off the inbound pass. KC making a big heads-up play, and Temple applying the pressure. 2 seconds left. 1 second left. The shot by Morris. And they call a traveling violation, but it wouldn't matter much anyway. Shot was just not in time. So 12 points for Sosa-Lora. She has a double-double in this one. 12 points, 13 rebounds. And on the other side, Alexander with 12 points, 4 for 7 from beyond the arc. And Jaleesa Molina with 12 rebounds as well. Temple up 45-26 in this quarter. is just wait 1 second. It looks like they're taking a review. We're going to go to break anyway.
.6 on the clock.
Oh.
Nope, never mind. We're not going to go to break. They actually did add time to the clock. Coach Rich was encouraging that there was still more time on the clock. This gives Temple just 1 second, 0.6 seconds to try and get a shot off here, Cal. You never know.
You never know. Anything is possible. Oh.
And they just didn't bound the ball. Not much of a change there. So 45-26 to end the third quarter, and we're jumping right into fourth quarter action after this break. And welcome back here as we're getting ready for some fourth quarter action. And we're feeling rather festive here at the Liacouras Center today. And Temple, I mean, I think all they want for Christmas is to get this game over with and just kind of just finish this one out, as this has just been up and down for the Owls, but a much better third quarter than the rest of the game, I must say.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Up 19 here going into the fourth quarter. Just what Temple wants here is just to, end out this game with a resounding victory.
Meade now long-range three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Rebound by Molina. Molina puts it back up and gets fouled on the floor. So she'll go to the line to shoot two. Molina, 13 rebounds in tonight's matchup. 6 points. She was just named the player of the evening.
Yeah.
And it's just really had a good, efficient night. Just kind of staying poised as she always is as well, as she misses her first free throw. And Molina misses her second. So goes 0 for 2 at the charity stripe. Moving back up now are the Eagles. Morris directing traffic, playing the point, guarded by Sedano. Goes underneath, looking for for Hartfield. And now Sosa Laura gets it stripped away and out of bounds off of her. So a couple of substitutions here for Coppin State. Temple on the inbound.
Number 0, Paris McBride.
Meade has it. Gets it out to Alexander. Good ball movement here from Temple. Jacobs underneath to Molina. And I think Jacobs' pass just came a little bit too late. Molina kind of got stuck in a rough position, was trying to cut and put it right back up, but I don't think Jacobs saw her in time.
Yeah.
And turnover now goes to Coppin State as they inbound the ball.
It was a good idea and a good pass, just unfortunately did not work out for the Owls.
So now moving the ball around are the Eagles. Henry has it. This one gets tipped and goes in favor of Temple. So another failed offensive possession here from Coppin State. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Temple up by 19. Meade has it here for the Owls. Meade underneath to Molina. Molina with the mid-range jumper. That one goes through. Nice shot there from Jaleesa Molina. Shooting from the right elbow. Temple up by more than 20. Up by 21. Coppin State trying to respond. Morris has it. Morris steps back. Long mid-range. That one goes out. No good there for Morris. Meade now advances Alexander. Alexander thinking shot. Holds it instead. Gets it to Molina. Molina gets fouled on the floor.
Foul started number 0, pass McBride.
I feel like this Temple team has really found their ground now, and they're finally settling in, and this just trying to put this Coppin State team away.
Molina now going towards the basket with the right hand, scoops it up and good. Nice body control there by Jaleesa Molina. Has the double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds. Has been playing a lot better. Or excuse me, 10 points and 13 rebounds. Securing yet another double-double for the Netherlands forward.
Substitution for that, number 91, Sanaya Craig, replacing number 8, Jaleesa Molina.
Jaleesa Molina now subbed out for Sanaya Craig.
For Coppin State, number 25, Shania Gamble.
So now the inbound here from Coppin State after it was kicked out of bounds. This one goes to McBride. McBride now looking to Henry. Henry underneath to Sosa Laura. Sosa Laura's forced basket does not go. She gets her own rebound. Once again going towards the basket, tries to get it up and in, does not go. Rebound by Temple. Meade now has it. Meade trying to find some open space. Meade now from long range. That one does not go. And a foul on the floor. Looks like that one's going to go against Coppin State.
That was on number 0.
Yeah, this Coppin State team has been aggressive for rebounds. They just sometimes are too aggressive, and they attack the player more than the ball, and just did not go their way.
Sanaya Craig gets it tipped away from her. Charges towards Sosa Laura. Her bucket does not go. Rebound by the Eagles. McBride, nice pass, looking up towards Gamble. Gamble moving her way into the paint, stripped away by Temple. Meade on the 3-on-2. Meade looking towards Sedano. KC with the layup, it goes through. KC, 11 points in this matchup.
Yeah, she has really brought herself out here today, and she has played well.
And the Euro step basket does not go there for Shania Gamble. Once again, Temple has the advantage. Over to KC. KC looking inside for Craig, gets it tipped away. Good defense there by what looked like number 0, Paris McBride. Still playing with the effort. Just about 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go. This game's slowing down for both teams, and a timeout called by Coach Mosley. Media timeout. So 51-28 the score. Temple really starting to pick it up a little bit. Molina with 10, Sedana with 11, and Alexander still leading the way with 12 points. We'll be back after this short break. Nearing the home stretch in this one, the final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter coming here. Temple up 51-28 over Coppin State. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Cal Toder in the Ugly Sweater holiday festive night here at the Leah Corus Center. One more game until the women's basketball team goes on holiday break. They go at Princeton on the 22nd of December. And then they have a break until they come back home against UTSA. It's now Sanaya Craig working on the inside here for the Owls. The Owls in their set. Turner now going towards the basket, off the backboard and in. Kayla Turner, and she may not have the stature, but she really knows how to get to the basket.
Yeah, and she, like I said earlier, she has that quick first step that allows her to get by her defenders. Excuse me. And, you know, get those easy layups like she just had there. She's had a few of those today.
So the ball goes out of bounds off of Coppin State. So now Temple has the ball right back. Turner looking on the inside towards Merity, but she travels as she makes the basket. So now Coppin State gets it right back. 5 minutes and 30 seconds here in this fourth quarter. McBride has it. Good ball movement here by Coppin State. Foul on number 0, Ariana Merity, as she bumped into Erin Henry.
Her first, team's first.
Still good ball movement here for Coppin State. 14 seconds to go on the shot clock. McBride has it, working here against Meade, looking on the inside, a little push from behind the back from Merity.
From these last few possessions, it seems like Coppin State has really slowed down their pace and forced Temple to play at the pace that they wanted to play at.
Merity lost her player in the corner, but missed the three-pointer was Burris. So now Meade getting the offense started here for Temple. Meade gives it off to Turner. And a foul called on Henry.
Number 20, Erin Henry. Her second, team's fourth.
You know, past couple of days here in Philadelphia, we've been covered by snow, getting in a little bit in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice time to finally enjoy the snow again after didn't really get much snow last year.
No. But I think this area is getting a good amount of snow this upcoming winter. So that's fun to look forward to.
I think some more coming up on Tuesday maybe, but we'll see.
So a foul on the floor, Sydney Burris. And going to shoot 2 will be Sanaya Craig.
You do have to be careful with the ice on the roads, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because it gets really cold at night, and it just rained today, so I would assume they're probably going to be icy again. So.
Yeah. So Craig looking to shoot 2. Craig nails her first. But Cal, I mean, none of us were here, but it was cool to see the pictures of Temple as a snowy campus on Instagram. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for when we come back to school from break and hopefully see some snow falling and on walking around campus in the snow. I think that'll be pretty fun.
That will be fun. I mean, cold, and I know we're going to complain about it as the time goes on.
Oh, yeah, of course we will.
So Sanaya Craig gets a foul as there was a push underneath.
Honestly, I'm fine with the cold as long as it's not windy. If it's windy, that's where...
Yeah, I mean, that is true. But we get a lot of bad wind tunnels here on Temple, so, I mean, we're always dodging the wind.
That is true.
So a rebound here by Temple after the missed shot by Burris. Sanaya Craig gives it off to Turner. Turner to Craig. Craig has it. Wanted her to shoot the ball, didn't shoot. Trying to run an offense. Turner turns, finds Meade. Meade taking it herself. Mid-range floater, that's no good. Rebound by Merity, who gets it up and in. Merity with her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, I think this Coppin State team just kind of they look a little defeated out there going to the end of this fourth quarter. And after
it's been quite the experience for this Coppin State team. They did get to their average in turnovers. They did hit 28. So it's been a night for Coppin State. It's been a night for both teams, Cal. I
really
wouldn't
has.
necessarily say
It
that
really
Temple
has.
had the cleanest game either.
No.
It was a dirty, scrappy game. I'm sure Coach Rich is going to have some fun quotes to say about this one as the press conference happens. But that's the type of game it was this evening, and
Well,
Temple does a good job staying scrappy.
Yeah, and what really stands out to me from this game is the three-point shooting from both of these teams. Temple shooting 29%, and then obviously Coppin State not making 1 3 is just tough.
And still scrappy as this game goes on as the jump ball is called. KC just rolled over Paris McBride. Just describes the type of game that's been going on the hardwood tonight.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It has been a real tough one for Coppin State and Temple, a real scrappy one. And, with almost a 30-point lead here, you can call this one all but over.
But not all but over for Erin Henry as she knocks down a basket here for Coppin State. Turner has it here, going inside to Merity. Merity has it, working, trying to get to an open spot, gets fouled on the shot. Foul was on number 2, Jordan Adderley. Jordan Adderley, actually from Philadelphia, had a couple supporters in the crowd for this game, so pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, shout out to her, Philadelphia.
Well, I saw a couple, as we were walking to the media room, I saw a couple people with number 2 on, right? Doing the research.
Of
I
course.
remember she was from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
so that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Good for her, and she's probably happy to see her family as well, right, for the holiday season and everything.
No place like home for the holidays.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Merity misses her first.
Temple has done a really good job of getting to the free throw line in this game.
Yeah.
They have been in the bonus, I think, almost every single quarter of this game. So
Yeah.
they have been very aggressive. I do have to say that is one thing that has stood out to me from this Temple teams. They have been very, very aggressive, shooting threes and shooting twos. And on the defensive side, they've also been aggressive. So we said at the beginning of the game they're going to be a scrappy team, and they for sure showed it tonight.
So Turner off the hardwood. KC comes on.
Substitution number 3, KC replacing number 7, Kayla Turner.
Coppin State moving up with the ball. McBride getting into an open area. McBride up and under. Nice layup there from McBride. Really nice layup. Meade now has it for Temple. Passes it over to KC. KC trying to create some separation. Finds Miller. Miller to Meade. Back to KC. KC dribbling in. But they call a foul on the floor. If they didn't call that foul, I think that would have been a traveling violation on KC, but
Took one too many steps there.
and I think Mosley and Coach Rich just did a little dance with each other, did a hop step dance.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for that. That was pretty good. But there was a foul on the floor. It did look like there was one too many steps, but it was before the foul occurred.
Indeed.
There we go. So KC will go to the line to shoot 2. Fun sports in Philadelphia coming up in these next couple of days. I mean, we got the triple header tomorrow between the 3 teams, Flyers, Sixers, Eagles, and then coming the 22nd, both, I think the men's and women's both play for Temple, and then we take the holiday break and come back and right back in action once again. And an interesting point halfway for both of those teams. Interesting.
Yes. No, I completely agree. The men's team
Foul
has
called on Sanaya, correct?
Yeah, the men's team has been playing pretty well. They just got a win last night over Davidson, a really scrappy, good win against Steph Curry's former school, former alma mater. So that was a good one to see. And then, the Owls coming in here tonight, getting a resounding win over this Coppin State team. And, back-to-back wins for these men's and women's teams is a great thing to see right before going into holiday break.
So 1 free throw made, 1 free throw out for Erin Henry. As now Meade has the ball here for Temple. Finds KC. KC looking for an open Owl. Sanaya Craig gets it on the floor. Tries to get it back up. And a timeout, quickly called by Coach Rich. 58-33, time winding down, 2 minutes in quarter number 4. Temple has the lead. Hitting the 2-minute warning here in quarter number 4. Temple up 58-33. Getting in some good feels here at the Liacouras Center. Yet another win here for the Temple Owls, and fun basketball this season, and just rolling right into conference play. I think this is, a good 2 games. I'm excited to see what the women's team does against Princeton. That's a big game, undeniably a huge game for the women's squad, and Princeton a great team, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, those Ivy League schools are always gritty, and they're tough teams to play against. So we'll have to see. And
obviously, Cal, I don't mean to cut you off,
No,
but
you're
obviously these teams, and I know we just said Ivy League, but obviously they're smart.
Yes.
And that's one of the hardest things to do against these Ivy League teams. And I come, I'm a big hockey guy, and we go watch Princeton hockey all the time.
Yes.
Because that's the closest college hockey to
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And they're just smart.
Everything
they do is smart across all the sports. So Temple's going to have to go against a really smart basketball team, probably limits the turnovers a little bit, and it's just going to be interesting to see how they do in a matchup like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, a nice move by Craig.
I think both the men's and the women's team are playing against Princeton on the 22nd. Women's is playing here, and the men's team is playing at Princeton. I might have it switched around.
I think you have it switched around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first time what the right one, but anyway, those are really smart guys and girls on that team. So on those teams, so it'll be difficult. It'll be a tough test for both the men's and the women's team, but it'll be a good tough test right before they go into AAC play.
Yeah. So Craig got a foul. She is now on the bench. At the line shooting 2 is Barnes. Barnes makes her second, misses her first. So 58-34 as time winding down. 1:26 to go here in quarter number 4. Meade has it as she finds Jacobs. Jacobs now up top to Merity. Merity looking down low for Miller. Miller with a step back fadeaway and gets fouled on the way up. So Miller now to the line to shoot 2. 1:15 to go here in quarter number 4. And she makes her first. Misses her second. The rebound collected by Coppin State. Coppin State now moving up with the ball, gets it over towards Wells. And the fadeaway is no good. Rebound by Temple. Meade now has it, just under a minute to go here in quarter number 4. Meade out to Jacobs. Jacobs drifting in, taking it herself, and a traveling violation.
We have seen a few of those today from this Temple team. A lot more than I thought we would see, but this is like some of these little things, like the travels, like the dumb fouls, and like the turnovers, are all things that this Temple team is going to need to, clean up, especially right before conference play. Because conference play, playing against Michigan State and all these other teams, that's great, but what really matters is conference play. And in the end, it's how many conference games you win. And getting to that conference championship is what you strive for. So this Temple team is going to have to clean up those little mistakes for when they go against those teams and in those big games in conference play.
Well, listen, Cal, I think, there's a lot of positives. I mean, they're coached by Coach Rich, who's just incredible in every way for this Temple team. Gets a lot of success when it comes to conference play. Just does a really good job with scouting and discipline, and I think that's what Temple really needs is, the games go on and the conference play gets more and more intense. As another foul on the floor as there was a takeaway by Coppin State, 24 seconds to go. But obviously, I think that's going to lead to a lot of success. I think this Temple team is talented. I think when Tristan Taylor comes back, this Temple team is just
very true.
Undeniably one of the best backcourts in the AAC because Taylor and Turner just really play off of each other so well. And then add the addition of their star front court between Molina and Craig.
Yeah.
You got yourself a really good team.
Yeah.
And then Drew Alexander's a sharpshooter off the bench. Savannah Curry could come off the bench. Either way you want to do it, it's going to work out for this Temple team. Just got to stay disciplined.
Yes. Staying disciplined and limiting those turnovers and fouls.
Yet another turnover. Coppin State going with the layup, 10 seconds remaining. They get it down, 59-39 the score. Meade looks like she's just going to carry it out.
Coppin State went on a nice little run there.
Yeah, they did towards the end.
Too little, too late.
And they do call 8 seconds behind backcourt line for Meade. 0.2 seconds to go here, just delaying.
Delaying the inevitable.
Just 1.5 seconds. They added 1.3 seconds onto the clock.
0.5 on the clock.
Excuse me, they say 0.5 on the clock, not 1.5. And that will do it. Temple takes a victory here at the Leah Corus Center. Ugly sweater, holiday night. And Temple gets their holiday win. Coach Rich and the women take the win over Coppin State at a final score of 59-39. And as Cal and I have been talking about for the past 4 minutes, and we'll keep it brief, scrappy.
Yes, very scrappy from this Temple team. And, a win's a win. It wasn't the best win in the world. Coppin State did not play well at all. So many turnovers, missed every single three they took. But the Owls on the other side, they were able to convert. And, a 20-point win is a 20-point win. And you know what? It was a good win for the Owls. Some sloppiness, but it was great to see them win in the Leah Corus Center right before holiday break.
Yep, so the Cherry and the White take the win today right before the holiday break. They got one more at Princeton. Then they go against UTSA, Wichita State University, Tulsa, and Tulane in their next 4 games. And on the other side of things, Coppin State, again, with keeping up with this pretty difficult schedule, goes to Georgia. Then they play at George Washington. They go to Delaware State, South Carolina State, and NC Central. So that'll do it here on WHIP. Thank you all for tuning in here. My name's Daniel Leakin. I was joined by Cal Toder this evening. Temple takes the victory here at Ugly Sweater Night at the Leah Corus Center. Everyone, thank you all for tuning in. Happy holidays, and everyone have an amazing night.